We got a mic in the back. Let's try to see if we can get some questions over there.
Hey, hi, my name's Aaron, and I'm from Boston. So my question is, what's your favorite part about playing the king?
My favorite part about playing the king? Oh, say it again? Oh, what's my favorite part of the hair?
No, just in general. What's your favorite part about playing King Ezekiel?
Oh, you guys are answering for me. Is that what
They are answering.
Yes, the fact that I get to flow with my luscious locks. Honestly, my favorite thing about playing the king is you guys. It's literally that, because I know that he's an inspiring guy. And I know when I come to meet you that you're gonna be like, this guy pushes me forward. There was a guy in Denver, Colorado that I met, and he said, listen, I need to tell you something. That moment where you and Morgan were talking, and Morgan had kind of lost it again, and I was like, what happened to you, dude? And Morgan said, I'm stuck. And King Ezekiel said to Morgan, you are not stuck. Get up here and fight with us. And he was like, I watched that, and I went to my wife, and I said, I'm stuck. I'm quitting my job. I'm doing this thing that I'm supposed to do. And by the time that happened, and the time that we spoke, he had published 2 books. 2 books. And it was like, and that's the whole reason that I love to do what I do. It's, yes, I love to put on different people and play different people, but it's the connection that I know I'm having with someone I'll never meet. You know, but the cool thing about these cons is that I meet you guys now. And there's something that I've said that I was able to portray this character in a way that was able to tell this dude that, you know what, I'm stuck. I don't want to be stuck anymore. And now he's doing what he loves. And it's incredible. And that is absolutely the best thing about playing this part. It's also cool to kill zombies, I'm not gonna lie, it's cool to kill zombies. Like when we were in the ravine, and I was like, you know, Jerry, Carol, go, and I like killed like 5 in a row. That was the coolest thing ever. I stabbed one in the forehead, I slashed one in the throat, and then I went up like that, and it was so awesome.
Okay, we have another question. Let's get some hands. I know over here you had your hands up for a while, so let's get the mic over there. Okay, what's your name? Where are you from? What's your question?
My name is Lindsay, I'm from Maryland. My question is, besides obviously the CGI tiger, what would you say is probably the most difficult aspect of playing Ezekiel?
You know what? No, not the hair. Like I said, Victoria Woods is the best. And it's not until like hour 16 that it even starts to get itchy. That thing is, I call her Marley, that's my baby, Marley, and she treats me good. But I forget what the bloody one was called. There was a name for it. I had a name for the other one, and it was kind of like the redheaded stepchild of Marley. I can't remember. I shouldn't say redheaded stepchild. I love redheads. My wife is a redhead. So, but let's see. The hardest thing. The hardest thing is also the easiest thing. It's because the actors that I work with are so phenomenal. Working with Lenny James and Melissa McBride, the idea of being like, I gotta somehow like step up, you know, because I mean they're 2 of the best actors, period. And to be on a show where it's like the biggest show on television, and you're going to be with two of the best actors in the world, period. And you've got to step up and step your game up to rise to the occasion. But the thing is it's also the easiest thing, because they're so incredible at what they do that I forget any anxiety I might have, because I look into Melissa's eyes and there's nothing but truth looking back at me. I look at Lenny's eyes, there is nothing but truth looking back at me. And all I can do is the best. All I can do is the best I can do. You know, they won't allow me to pull out some, shitty performance out of my ass, because it's got to rise to the occasion. Those two are so good. It's the hardest thing and it's the easiest thing, all at once, all at once.
Can we get the mic over there? Mic's making its way to you.
I have a mic over here.
Okay, that's fine. We got it.
She's like, I have a microphone. I have something to say.
It's mine.
You go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
And it should be simple and fun. We haven't talked at all about Jerry tonight. Jerry is her...
Let's talk about some Cooper Andrews, absolutely. Let's talk about Jerry.
So without giving anything away for future seasons, what is a secret that Jerry knows about you that none of us know?
Wait. That Jerry knows about Ezekiel?
Ezekiel, excuse me.
Okay, I didn't know how personal this was getting.
No.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, yeah. We're gonna have a different conversation. Backstage maybe about that.
What's something you that Jerry knows about?
That Cooper knows, that Jerry knows about King Ezekiel. I think that, honestly, I didn't realize this, but Jerry knows everything about Ezekiel, and he chooses because I don't think that Ezekiel had that conversation the way he had that conversation with Carol. You feel that, everybody? Let's move with me. Just move with me. Just move on this magic carpet ride known as the Norwegian Pearl. It's gonna be okay. We're just gonna rock with this boat right now. But that moment that where Jerry called him king, and he said, "You don't have to call me that." And Jerry said, "Dude, I do." And in that moment, I realized that Jerry knows that Ezekiel doesn't talk like this all the time, that's not the way that... I think that Jerry probably saw Ezekiel at the zoo like years ago. He was like, dude, I know it's an act. I'm not stupid. I think that that's the thing that I realized about Jerry, is that Jerry's not like this silly, happy-go-lucky dude, that he's actually very smart. And he was like, I'm playing along with this on purpose because we need this. Everybody here needs this. I'm not standing up here next to you and being silly and being like, the king does this, the king is pleased, the king wants this. You know, he's not doing this just to be silly. He's doing it because everybody here needs this. It's because there's hell out there and we need something to hold on to. You know, because the reality, if we all focus just on the reality, we'd all lose it. But Jerry's actually the glue that's keeping this thing together. That's what's the truth.
Okay, let's leave that question over here. We got somebody with the mic over here, I think, now, and then we can move down. A lot of pressure, only a few questions left.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Come on, bring it to me.
Oh God. So I love to know who's in our Walking Dead family. So who were you most shocked to know watch the show, celebrity-wise or family-wise or anybody?
It was a little weird to know that Lil Jon was watching, I think. You know? He's just sitting there watching, you know, and Shiva roars and he's like, yeah! You know? And then I stop talking like a king and I start talking kind of regular and he's like, okay. I think that's kind of fun, you know. That was a little loud. There we go, let's go.
Hi, I'm Aranza from Mexico. And my question is, what is the worst thing an actor can do?
The worst thing an actor can do?
Yeah, because you give...
No, that's a good question. The worst thing an actor can do is not show up. The worst thing. It's the absolute worst thing that an actor can do. Because whether you're doing a play or whether you're doing a show that goes out to millions, an actor can't be replaced. You know, most of the time. Sometimes you've got like an understudy and they're sick and on Broadway or something like that, and there's somebody that can come in for you. But you're doing a play, most of the time, you're the only one who can do that job. And this is one of the few professions where it's like, if you don't show up, the show does not go on. And there have been a couple of times that there have been actors, and I'll put them in quotes. I mean actors, you know, that for whatever reason they didn't show, and they've lost all respect as far as I was concerned. You know, and now there's difference between you know, an actor who was fighting to get there, you know, and they got there late, but they were trying their best and they got there. That's one thing. But the people that we work with, our crew, work 12, 15, 18 hours sometimes a day. And they're sitting there in the background. They never have the lights on them. They never get the accolades and the, and all of the crowds that are yelling their name. But when I show up every day, because there's that grip who's pulling those wires, who's pulling that light, who's pulling those sandbags, and they are the magic that makes this work. And you better represent for those people, as far as I'm concerned. Right? The worst thing an actor can do is not show up. You know, that's what happens when I talk too much.
Last question.
That's all right, we'll do it again, babies. We'll do it again.
My name's Carolyn, I'm from Toronto. My name's Carolyn and I'm from Toronto. I'm just wondering how long you spend in the chair before your day of work.
Oh, honestly, it's I'd say on average 40 minutes. 40 minutes in the chair. If I'm depending on how bloody I am. If I got scars and blood and then it could get to like an hour and a half. But Vincent Gideon, who puts on my wig, is he's a pro, and I'm done like 25 minutes, boom, in and out, glued on, and that thing won't come off. I'm spinning, I'm jumping. There was one time I could have sworn when I had to jump over something and flip, and I could have sworn that this thing was going to go flying off of my head and like slam into like a zombie's face. Was stuck to me. That thing was stuck to me. He does an incredible job. But yeah, it's actually a lot quicker than you would expect it to be. Yeah, a lot quicker. We've got some incredible professionals. One more, right here. What you got? No, come on, just tell me. What you got?
When you talk about the truth you see in Lenny's eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you can't say anything bad about other people, other shows. Why would you want the crossover between, you know, what's it called?
The Walking
Dead? Because I watched season 1 of that episode, and I'm like, they're literally standing on the shoulders of the Walking Dead. So that truth that you speak of, I don't see it in that show.
Well, you're gonna see it now. You're about to see it now. Because here's the thing. They're standing on the shoulders of the Walking Dead. The reason the moment that I realized that The Walking Dead was different than just any other zombie movie or zombie show, it was that moment that Lenny James, as Morgan, is looking down the barrel of that gun with the crosshairs of his wife. You remember episode 1? And he couldn't do it. And you realize this is not about zombies. This is about your family. And the family you lose and the family you find. And here's the thing. There is no one better to go to Fear the Walking Dead, because as far as I'm concerned, it all changed with Morgan. And I will be watching Fear the Walking Dead, because it all changes with Morgan. There goes truth. Go watch it. Go find it.
Okay, with that, we're out of time.